So I've been using this ZyberVR Elite head strap now since I got the Quest 3 on Tuesday, and I've got to say I'm pretty impressed. So I'll be going through my review of that today, along with the neck power bank which they sent me, but of course the head strap is the star of the show. Now, the first point I've got to mention is the price, because this thing is cheap. While it feels decent, and I found ZyberVR stuff to be pretty nice quality, I've done a review on a couple of their things before, and more news about that at the end. You can get this head strap delivered to you, including VAT, for £26.35 right now, and I'll go through it and show you that. It's cheaper than it shows on the website, even with their shown discounts, just using codes of course. And this thing is actually pretty nice, and it's got a few features which are worth going through. But first of all, let me just show you the website. You'll see they call it the Zero Quest 3 Multi-Adjust Elite Strap, and you can read through all their bits and bobs, but I'll talk about it in a moment. But the main thing is, you can see the price, 34 quid down to 31. But if I skip past the neck thing, you'll see, there we go, with my code SIMporium, just use that and you'll get this delivered to £26.35 because shipping is free, VAT is included. Fantastic price. And I'll go through the neck one in a moment because that code doesn't work for the neck band, but you can still get that a lot cheaper, and I'll show you how. But let's have a closer look at this headband. Okay, it's a nice quality, and you know, it's a proper production bit of kit. It's got your nice cutout there for the Oculus logo, sorry, the USB-C port, your headphone port, a little clip there for any cables, because they are going to be releasing a battery version of this. This is just the Elite strap, so you can, you know, this is equivalent to the Meta just Elite strap, which is £70. This is £26, right? So less than half price by quite a lot. Obviously dial adjust on the back, which is nice feel to it. Nothing feels cheap. This back piece is, as you would expect, the same sort of hard rubber that you get on, you know, the Meta one, same sort of thing. And a padded head strap here on top. The padding is quite nice, but I'll talk a bit more about that in a moment, because there is a negative about this as well. But the real highlight of this is that the back flips up like that. It's fantastic. So why is that good? Because I know these can go up and down as well, but not as much as that. But this is just so easy to go up and down, lock into place. So if you just want to pop in and do stuff, just want to hold it up to your face and quickly do something, might be useful for a dev or whatever. Obviously not as much now that the mixed reality is that good, but still. But if you're a glasses wearer, it's easier just to push it on and just clip this down, and it's really nice just to be able to put it on and off like that. As you see, I didn't need to adjust that every time. Slides on and off beautifully. Now when it locks down, on their website it says about you can have this up or down 10 degrees. I don't know why it says that, forget that, because if you have it up a little bit, fine, it would stay there, but it's not locked in place. It's locked in place there, that's locked in place, beautiful. And you will notice that there's a slight angle here, so you can have these arms up a little bit and this will still be in the right place. So if you're a Vulcan, or if you've got big ears or whatever, tiny bit of extra room for your ears there, which is, you know, something to note. But I just really like this feature, to be honest with you. So while this is really nice and comfortable, because it is really padded, as you can see, the only downside really to it is that it's like this plastic, you know, I don't know what you call it, is it pleather or PU, whatever, which is fine probably if you're not bald, because that pushing against my skin does make me sweat. I have a line of sweat here which starts running down there. So if you've got hair, probably not a problem at all. I did actually start using this without this top strap, and to be honest with you, it's fine. Yeah, it's nicer to have it, but I was using it pretty decently without it, to be honest, and I forgot about it in the end. This isn't absolutely necessary, you can use it without it, but more support with it, but just to bear that in mind. Give you a close-up of this headset, so it's nicely finished. You've got these gloss panels here. These actually come with protective tape on them. They're not stickers, they're actual part of it, it seems. Put it both sides. Another gloss one there. You'll bring around the back. It doesn't really show on camera, but We've got kind of this textured matte bit here, and it's kind of more gloss around it. Just nice detailing. So when you get it, this back bit isn't on it. You've got to just clip it in place, and it's just little instructions on the back on how to get it the right way round, but you can't really go wrong. Obviously the strap's got to be on top. And when the battery version comes out, apparently you will be able to just buy the upgrade, the battery upgrade. I think that's really why you got the clip already with it. So, and why this comes apart, so you can pull this off, and I guess you just put the battery one on, job done. But yeah, it's a nice head strap. £26.35. It's comfortable, and I just gotta say, I do love that. I do love that. My only criticism is the material that is for us bald people. But there you go. Okay, so that's the head strap. Pretty decent. Moving on to this bad boy. This is a neck power bank. Let me take it off and show you. So it comes with two USB-C cables, one for plugging in there and charging, and then this little one that goes to the headset with 90-degree plugs on it. Then pushing that shows you how much power's left on the LEDs there. The actual battery itself is in here, and you can unclip it and take it out. But it's a hefty bit of kit. Again, feels really nice quality. You can see it's got Zyber on there on that gloss bit. So nice construction to it. And wearing it, I think this is actually a good idea. As I say, I've been using this. I've run through it. They claim you'll get 4 to 6 hours. They say, yeah, 4 to 6 hours continuous fun. Now, I got about just under 4, maybe 3 hours, 45 minutes or so of continuous gameplay. So playing Iron Man, which I'm finally playing, Golf Plus, Pistol Whip, a few others, just constant gameplay. And that was nearly 4 hours on top of the battery of this running out, after the battery of this had basically run out. And if you're using it for media consumption, I'm sure you can get closer to the 6 hours where it's, you know, less stressful on the CPU, etc. So a massive boost in battery life there. Keep yourself going, especially if you add that to having the battery version. Now, as for price for the neck band, you can see they're saying it was 67 down to 59, but ignore that. If you look down the bottom, you can see their own code, Hello10. If you put that in the checkout at the moment, it brings it down to £50.63 delivered. Not bad for an extra 4 to 6 hours, really, depending on whether you're heavy gaming or consuming media. £77 for both. Seems pretty decent, but the real star of the show really is the head strap. I will just say with this neckband, yeah, you've got this little cable here that connects to it, plugs into the USB port. Obviously, if you feel it touching your face or whatever, you've just got it twisted. Just give it a turn and re-plug it back in, and you won't feel it at all. And you'll kind of forget about this all in all. It's actually quite comfortable. It's got some flex to it, but it's not too flexible. You know, it's not going to flip off over your shoulder. And I've been playing games like, you know, Thriller the Fight and some other stuff that's involving some movement. I've had no problems with it at all. Yeah, it's just a pretty nice bit of kit and a good idea really if you want to keep the extra battery weight off your head. But let's just finish up talking about this headset. Now for 26 quid, you know, it is a good deal. That's if you use the code I've got below. There's an affiliate link there too if you want to use it. You don't have to, but I'd appreciate it if you did. But I'm not getting paid for this video. ZyberVR did send me these items, which, you know, I appreciate because I'm happy to use them, but, you know, I'm not getting rich or nothing from this. I just find them to be pretty decent bits of kit, so I'm happy to kind of endorse them, so to speak. I've been using it, I'm going to keep using it. As I say, my only real slight negative is just this material on my bald skin. But yeah, does it feel as premium as a Meta Elite strap? Well, it doesn't feel cheap. I guess the Meta one feels a bit more premium just because it's the same material, same exact white colour, etc. of the headset, whereas this is slightly different white and they've got different design choices, a bit of gloss and stuff. But it doesn't feel cheap, as I say, and does the job. That's the important thing with this nice function. But for 26 quid, you can't really go wrong. So yeah, that's all about that. I was going to mention something else about Zyber. Now they're all in one attachment. They use this fantastic system, right? So the controller sits in there and then that goes over the tracking ring, locks it in place. It's great. Problem is, Quest 3 doesn't have a tracking ring. So I've actually reached out to them to check, are you going to be doing these for the Quest 3? And they will. But the good news is they're going to make these available just for the Quest 3, so I guess it's going to be, instead of like you know, going onto the ring, it'll be more of a shape that goes just over the top of the controller. But so you'll be able to just get hold of replacement ones of these, which is fantastic, because you know, I really do like using the Golf attachment for Golf Plus and the all-in-one for other various games. So that's good news. But yeah, that's it really. Covered everything I think I wanted to. Probably waffled on more than I meant to. Any comments or questions, just drop below and I'll always try to answer. Otherwise, that'll do it for now, and I'll catch you later. Cheers.